All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS who rule well, and also honor and salutations to those of you who are of the hopeful elect and are out there teaching the word in sincerity and truth. Today I wanted to add my 2 cents on these I was gonna call them the League of Rabbis, but it was a video that had surfaced, and other brothers had put some videos up. I haven't watched many of them, but I still wanted to give my input on what I thought from what I saw from the video. It's funny, I think it would be unfair to say that they was talking directly about GMS, but I'm sure that most of their comments were directed towards us because we've taken on the title of being disrespectful and wild and crazy, which I mean, I don't know where you would get that from, but whatever, and what I saw in the video were a group of men who are trying to disassociate themselves as much as possible from anything that is seemingly against this country or this society. They don't want to be associated with us because they feel like the worse you behave, the more Esau is gonna come down on you, right? But really it's the contrary, because the scriptures talk about protecting the bold and protecting those who trust in him, right? But when you go around trying to clean it up, if you will, sand the edges, so that they're a little smoother and rounder, you won't have any protection, right? Matter of fact, let me go to this. I said I was gonna go in the spirit. I got a couple of things that I wrote down, but just wanna it escapes me now. It just left my mind. It'll come back to me. So yeah, when you first and foremost, we have to have faith in this truth, man. Oh, there we go. This is let me see, one of my favorite scriptures, Sirach 2, and really, you know what? I'm gonna start at 1. I was gonna jump right down to 10, but I'm gonna start at 1, right? Because I think people forget that this work of ours is not it's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be simple. It's not supposed to be something you can just get up and do. People are looking for microwave dinner type of truth. There's a work and a toil that has to go on, to maintain in this truth and to show your diligence in this truth. And I think that I know through the Spirit that these people don't understand that. All right, so let me read this. It says Sirach chapter 2 and 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? That's the first thing. Elder Menazak said this in the show that he and Elder Apostle Ramlap had just recently done. This is the scripture you should read first, right? And why does it say these things? It says this because we're gonna go through hardships being in this truth. That's rule number 1, right? And the scriptures talk about sitting down to count the cost before you undertake a task. So this should be one of the first things you read. right? So verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. You see, constantly endure, meaning what? If you're constantly enduring, that means there's a barrage of I don't know if a mirage or barrage. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but there's a litany of things that's coming at you, over and over and over, and you gotta continue to block them away, man. That's what this truth is, right? It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased in thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right? And this is what's happening to us. Just like you put fire to gold and you melt it down to remove all the impurities, that's what's happening to us in the spirit. And if you're not willing to get in the fire, how do you expect to be found acceptable? You still got dross in you, right? Are you gold? Yeah, you're gold. You calling yourself an Israelite. You're trying to practice in our ways, in our culture, but you still got dross in you. You haven't been tried. You haven't had that fire put to you. You see? It says this, verse 6, it says, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. We don't have to be afraid. If you take the approach, you know what, being in this truth, something's gonna happen. If you take that approach, then you won't spend your lifetime trying to circumvent the things that are gonna come your way. Right? We have to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? This is he wants to see if his elect men are going to trust in him the way he wants them to. That's what this is about, man. Being unsure about the outcome, but still pushing forward to push this word. Being unsure of the outcome and still pushing forward to try to fight for your place and give your diligence so that you can make it on a chariot and be delivered out of here, man. That's the measure of a man. To know the danger of a thing and still continue on in it. That's a great way to measure what type of man he is. Right? So it says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside. You see? Lest ye fall. Trying to, slip and dodge the punches. No, man. You got to brace yourself and take them hits. The men of the Lord are going to be persecuted, man. It's just a part of it comes with the job. It comes with the territory. You can't become a boxer and be mad because you got hit with a left hook. Right? You can't become a running back in football and be mad that you got tackled. Right? It's a part of the game. That's what comes with it. Right? It says this, ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Check this out. Here's the point. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? You see? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. See? So when these afflictions come upon us, he's going to save us. Check this out. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. You see? You see that? You can't be faint-hearted in this truth. You're either all in or you're not, man. Matter of fact, what is that? Yeah. Revelations 3:15, it says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. You see? So the Lord, either you all in or you're not. We want to make it clear that not all these groups are the same people. It's unfair to make a blanket statement. Let me tell you something, man, about this culture of ours. They've always blanketed the persecution against our people. Always. When you go all the way back, matter of fact, what is that? Acts, I think 18:2, I think it is. Check this out. Yeah. This is Acts 18:2. It says, I'll start at 1. It says, after these things, Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy, with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto them. So not just the apostles, the ones who were ruffling feathers, all of them. If there was a Jew in that city, if there was a Jew in that country, they had to go. You couldn't escape. There was no disassociating yourselves. Because what's the real threat? The real threat to Esau is not how you talk and you telling the truth, right? The real threat is the fact that you know you're an Israelite at all. Matter of fact, let me go here. This is Psalms 83:3. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. You see, this is prophecy. They wanted for you to forget who you were, so that you can easily be controlled. So you saying you're an Israelite is the threat, period. Not how you can I don't care how how what kind of kufi you wear. I don't care how we are decent people. We don't discriminate. It doesn't matter what you say. They don't give a shit. You're an Israelite and you're calling yourself as such. And they want that to stop. They don't want you connected to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They don't want it. So it don't matter how you matter of fact, what is that other scripture? It's Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah 2. Here we go. Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Right? Here you are, you're trying to taper off the truth so that you won't be hurt, or so that somebody won't lay a blanket statement across all Israelites. But what you don't understand is that they don't want you to call yourself an Israelite. That's the point. You see? And you trying to disassociate yourself from us. When that time comes, man, they're not saying, oh, you guys, who are you guys in here? Are you GMS in here? Are you HOI? Are you what's some other AOC? Are you IUIC? They're not asking those questions because they already know. They already know who's who. But they don't care about that. They want you to stop saying you're Israelites. Right? Didn't they do that to you? What is that? What is that? Didn't we warn you not to teach? Let me see. Try that. Right here. Let me see. Oh, no, no, no. Sorry. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Let me see. I'll start at 26. It's Acts 5 and 26. It says, Then went the captain with the officers and brought them without violence, for they feared the people, lest they should have been stoned. And when they had brought them, they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, Did not we straitly command you that ye should not teach in this name? And behold, ye have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and intend to bring this man's blood upon us. You see? That's the concern. How they said it, what they said, and where they don't teach in his name. And that's where we come in. That's what we come in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's the problem. Because when the nation of Israel connects back to their power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, it's gonna be trouble. They're gonna be in big trouble, man. What is that? I think that's in Zechariah. Let me see. Yeah, check this out. This is Zechariah 13 and 8. It says, And it shall come to pass that in all the lands, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. There's that reference again, that analogy. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, The Lord is my power. You see? So when we connect back to that power, man, they're going to be in big trouble. You understand? How are you afraid of a man when the greatest power in all the universe is on our side? Or how are you going to be persecuted? Look, we just want to call ourselves Israelites, and that's all. You see? Calling themselves rabbis like they're the leaders of the. You can't be a leader if you ain't doing nothing, man. You can't. It's not fair to the men that have been out there laboring and toiling. You call yourself a leader or rabbi, and we like y'all. We gonna come out and show them how we really do this thing here. All this foolishness and carrying on. This is. I'm appalled by the behavior. You can't come out and dust off your old scriptures, and if you read any scriptures, right? And the only one that references scripture he said, what did he say? What statement did he make? He said something about when we went into the land of Canaan, how the Lord said, when this people see you, they're going to say, this people have wisdom, right? But he also told them to kill everybody that was in there. You see? And that's what we're doing spiritually. What is that? What is that? I can't think of it. I can't think of it. It escapes me. But anyway, that's what this. We're bringing this thing down spiritually. We're killing with a spiritual sword. You see? And you can't. There's no. Oh, what is that? Let me see. Right. This is Jeremiah 48 and 10. It says, Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. You see? And what's the sword? The sword is these scriptures, man. And you're keeping your sword back, or you're holding it away from destroying your enemies, man. They got a lot to pay for, man. This is our job. What is that? This is our job to do this, man. Let me see. Yeah. This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord have truly sent him. I didn't quite say what I thought I was going to say. But anyway, our job has always been, as men of the Lord, to prophesy the downfall of the kingdom that we're in. The prophets have always been at the forefront of testimony, in the not accusation, but the testifying of the wickedness of the kingdom that we've been in, man. And that's your duty, not to try to soften it up. It's already been set in stone. They already have it out for you, man. Even Jake that don't know they're Israelites is gonna get it because they're Israelites. So how much more you calling yourself an Israelite? You know, it's not the time to be scared, man. The Lord is about to deliver us. You know, you had people who became Israelites and thought that was it. You know, oh, this is good enough. You know, I'll be all right just like this. I can wear a garment every once in a while. I can grow my beard out and wear a kufi or what have you. And that's good enough for me. You know, thank God that I was able to find out I'm an Israelite. You got so-called black people, Jake, Israelites. They don't think that there's a better life after this. There is a better life after this. There's something better for us. And we at the end, man. You people getting, man, it's crazy. All right, so let me make sure I don't got nothing else. Yeah, I read all of this. All right, that was it, man. I pretty much, just was going in the way I felt. But with that, I hope it was edifying. Look, we're on the home stretch, man. The Lord is gonna defend you, and you need to take the approach that the Maccabean brothers took, which this is what they say. Look, if I die, it's because I deserve to die. And think of it like that. And that's it, man. But if you live, then you're going to live unto glory. You can't control what the Heavenly Father has in stake for you. Stop trying to lighten the blow, man. All right, so with that, hopefully it was edifying. Until the next time, I say shalom.